Good morning. Welcome back. I hope you guys had a good weekend. My Sparties, way to go, Michigan State, doing well. We're still working on a planner. I worked on it a little bit on Saturday and on Friday there, and we've got a wing done. It's a big planner. It takes a while to get through. So we're getting there. We're almost half done. I've got the row units washed for these two rows and got them all cleaned up, but we just got to reassemble them, put them all back together, and then we're halfway. So today we are going to work in here on this. We might find a little bit of some other stuff to do as well, but we've got to keep moving down the other side here. Tomorrow we've got other stuff going on and some other things going on throughout the week, so today's kind of my big planner day. Let's see if we can get half of the half done, and we'll go from there. But it's the weather's getting better. It was very cold this weekend. We had some snow, but it's sunny today. It's going to be warmer. It's going to be warmer tomorrow, and then chances of rain the end of the week. We'll see about that. Hopefully we'll get some clover seed spread or do some stuff outside. We might start treating some beans later this week. It's going to be a good week. Oh my goodness, these two rows right here between the tires are by far the most difficult ones to work on the whole planner. Like, these ones here are no good, but at least one side you can get to. This one, there's a tire on both sides, so not fun trying to get in and around there, but we'll get it. So we got to get openers back on, get them gapped, and then we can do gauge wheels. It's just you know what we do here. All right, well, I got these two rows put back together. We did have both of those knives were broken on that particular row unit. My John Deere salesman stopped by. He brought me some goodies, which is nice, and I had the manuals for the old planner sitting on the bench in there, so I sent those home with him. But I was just kind of showing him what I'm dealing with on this planner and everything, and he was receptive, and we talked about stuff, and everything's fine. But when I took this next row unit apart, I was just going to show him what the meters and stuff looked like. Look what we found. Look at what we found. It was full of corn. Sprouted, nasty, rotten corn. But yeah, that's lovely. So, we're just, like I said, we're just doing what we're doing, going through and cleaning everything up. And see, when you get that nasty sprouted corn, you get this film of seed treatment and stuff in there, and that's a problem. So we got to get all that cleaned up. It's exactly what we've been doing. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get these next couple of rows torn apart here, and we'll wash up those meters. We'll have to wash some here. Maybe we'll take some more apart. I don't know. We're doing what we're doing. Oh, I'll show you what we got here. Rear hitch kit. So we got the tongue we'll use to pull our wagon. This is I don't really need this. This is a stand to hold the wire harness. But yeah, we needed that piece right there, so we got that. I thought there would be a wire harness with it. There's not, so he was going to look into the wire harness that's going to attach for the lights on the other tank there. And then we've got these. These are the smooth agitator strips, whatever. They're for the bean meters. So on the meters, there's this agitation strip on the bottom, that green piece right here, that's got bumps on it that you use for corn. And when you put the soybean bowls in, which are in those boxes, you need a smooth strip. So he had gotten me the bowls, but kind of forgot about those, and then somebody told him, and they're like, oh yeah, so he got them and brought them down to me. So thank you guys, appreciate that. Back to cleaning. I am taking apart these next rows here. Another one broken, but look, we've got a bigger problem on this row. Not really a problem, just something that you can't plant like this. Nuts missing, or that maybe it's not actually missing. No, not actually missing, just very loose. Like, how can you run like that? I don't understand. Anyway, yeah, so we're gonna have to tighten that one up. All right, I got the next two washed up. And I already cleaned the row units or the meters and stuff so they can go back together as soon as everything dries out. It is lunchtime. I've got the boys this week because they're on spring break and apparently the babysitter is too. So they're in the house hanging out with Grandpa, and I'm going to go get them. We're going to go get some lunch. These two, I tell you what. Oh my goodness, you guys are crazy. Did you know that? You're crazy. Rylan is? Hey, how many doors are you going to get in? Thank you.
5. Owie.
What are you doing?
Owie, I'm bleeding.
What are you talking about?
I'm bleeding.
What are you doing?
Bleeding.
Why are you sitting here?
Because.
This is my seat. Hey. Gotta wait for Brayson. Get in, bud.
I can't close the door.
Okay, go.
Hi.
I thought you were driving.
I'm not.
You are.
Oh, I'm doing this.
You're gonna hit the green bin. Go that way. Go forward. Go forward. D for drive. There you go. Don't hit the shop.
He's driving.
Can you make it up there? Don't hit the rock.
What?
You almost hit the rocks. Don't hit those rocks. Don't hit those rocks.
I know.
Don't drive through the puddle. Oh, you drove through the puddle. You're gonna do it. Nope. Turn. You're gonna go in the grass. Straight. Okay.
No one coming on the road.
Is there anyone coming? Check both ways.
I
I got it. Check both ways.
No.
Turn. Oh, whoa! You're on the side of the road. Come on now. Pay attention. You got to be on that side of the road. Oh, whoa. Okay. Oh, jeez.
Rat. I'm gonna crash into the tree. No, I'm not crashing this ram.
Don't crash my truck.
Yes. Is this a ram?
It is a Ram.
Go a million miles.
Oh, we're going way too fast for you.
Why?
Because you can't even drive straight. Turn signal. You need your turn signal.
No. Turn signal wasn't. I'm turning that way.
Don't turn into the driveway. Oh, no, you almost missed. Oh, my goodness. We got our lunch. Apparently I left that light on. That's okay. It is time. It is time to turn the heat on in here. So we are to the point where it's about time to start treating, but it's 39 in here right now. Just leave it at 60. It is getting up in the 50s during the day, cools down into the 30s at night this week. But we need some heat, but we'll be able to maintain that 50s, 60 degrees overnight rather than it cooling back down, which we give it a few days and these beans should start warming up and then we'll be able to start treating. So this is the point where I would have started using my 100-pound propane cylinder with that heater that I had sitting in here, and so we've replaced it with the overhead heat. That should work really well. It should, it's vented, so it's not going to pump all that moisture inside, which keep the humidity down a little bit, get stuff warmed up. And I'm hoping, I don't know if we'll get to it Wednesday, but I'm hoping by Thursday, Friday, we'll start treating some beans and being able to move some stuff through here. So that's the plan. All right, back to work on our planter. You ready? Yeah. Back to working on the planter. So I went through and took the meters and the brush belts off of these last 10 rows here. My goal is to get the gauge wheels, everything off, completely disassembled, so I can wash it tonight before I go home, and then it can dry out overnight. And then at least I'll be done with the power washer. And then we'll just have to go through and wash these and get them put back together, but the bulk of it will be done. So, there's just a lot of rows, and it's repetitive, and I hate repetitive stuff. It's boring. So these ones I got washed, we're just letting them dry out. No reason to rush that. So I'll take these apart while that's drying, and then we'll be done from here over, and just that to finish. I am accumulating a pile of rubber closing wheels for a John Deere planter. that have very low use on them. If anybody is interested, let me know, because those aren't going back on. At least these next several here don't have any tires by them. They're the easy ones to do. That's helpful. Can I hold that? There we go. Yeah. Oh, we are halfway across here. They go pretty quick now that I know what I'm doing, and actually none of these really had any trouble. There was one broken knife, but the rest of them have all been good. That one there is a little rustier than others. I don't know if there's a little fertilizer splash. We'll have to check the hoses, make sure everything is good there. But yeah, between no real problems and I know what I'm doing, it's going faster. So I should probably go in the house and check on my boys. They're just kind of playing in there by themselves, or Grandpa's around a little bit, but yeah, so I'm gonna go do that. So looking at those conceal knives pushed down like that, I think Precision Planting really missed the marketing. I mean, they look like a wasp stinger. They got that serrated point on there. I mean, you could have called these things the stingers or something. I don't know. I think there's a marketing shot there that you guys missed. So, anyway. One other thing I wanted to talk to you guys about. If you watched last Friday's video, I did that thorough walkthrough of the planter on why we bought this one. But I also had some agronomy lessons in there, I guess, where we talked about fertilizer placement and stuff. That video didn't do the best in terms of views, but I got a ton of positive feedback on it in the comments and stuff. So I really appreciate that feedback. And a couple of points that it brought up for me. Number one, I didn't invent any of this stuff, right? This is all stuff that I learned going to meetings. That's why I go to these meetings and stuff quite frequently, whether it's through the seed company, through the fertilizer companies that I'm working for, whatever they are. You may walk away from a meeting thinking I didn't learn anything there, or that was a waste of time, but there's always something. You're always picking up something, whether you realize it or not. And so, that's where that stuff comes from. That's why I watch these agronomy meetings that Golden Harvest has been doing online. That I hate online meetings and webinar stuff, but sometimes you pick stuff up, even if it's just a little thing, and by the time you put those all together, it's important. Anyway, all of that was a long way of saying I didn't invent it. It's all stuff that I've learned from other places. And it is a good opportunity for me to kind of pass some of that along, I guess. And so here's what I'm getting at. I had an idea. If you guys really like that type of content, the problem is I don't have a good way for instant feedback or for you guys to ask questions and stuff. So then I thought, well, what if I did a live stream? So what if I set up a series of live streams where we did kind of some sort of an agronomy lesson, where it's not just me answering your questions like I typically do in my live streams, but actually going through stuff like that, soil fertility placement and what nutrients are important when, and I could do my corn plant breakdown video live and show you all the different parts of it and stuff that I do in the summer. That kind of stuff where you guys could feedback instantly, ask questions. Is that something you guys would be interested in? One, it would be something we'd have to kind of plan in advance so that everybody knew when it was happening. It can't just pop up spur of the moment. But we could do that and have a lot of good information in there live. I don't know. Are you interested in that kind of format thing? Let me know. So anyway, I'm going in the house to check on my kids. Oh, there is going to be entirely too much screen time this week because I can't entertain them all day while I'm trying to get stuff done. But yeah, they did bring their basketball hoop down here, the little on the door mounted basketball hoop, and we're playing that for a while. Played some Legos, but yeah, the iPads are getting a workout this week. The fake, generic, cheap knockoff iPads, that is. Turn my time lapse back on. Yeah. Done. Now, okay. So the other day, last week, let me zoom out. When we were working over here on this other side of the planter, we found some issues, right? We found some things that they're not horrible things about this planter. They're just things that are like, oh, that's not great. Broken knives from our conceals. That one that the fertilizer line came off and everything was all rusted up solid. You know, that kind of stuff. And I was kind of just a little disappointed with the cleanliness in the job and all of that. Well, had we started on this side, I think I would have had a totally different attitude or opinion about the way things are on this planter, because we have one broken conceal knife. Everything came apart much, much easier. There was one that was a little bit more rusted, but nothing was frozen up solid. I didn't have to pound the pins out that hold those conceal knives in place. Like, this side came apart so much easier. If we would have started over here, I'd be like, man, this planter's in great shape. We're in really good condition here. So that is what it is. I don't know why that other side was so much worse, but it was. So we do still have to clean all the meters up, and I'm sure that they are just like all the rest of them have been, and they're dirty and need attention. But my old planter needs that too, right? Like, we go through and we clean the outside and try and do a good job of getting the heavy dirt off and cleaning stuff up so it won't rust, and flushing the fertilizer system and all that in the summer. But I don't take the meters apart and clean them up. I take the plates out and, winter store it like you're supposed to. But that's what we do in the winter. We clean the meters. So that's expected. Anyway, I'm much happier with the way this side went. So we're going to get back to our center ones there, putting stuff back together. And we'll wash a couple more meters, and then we'll power wash here and see how far we can get. Do you guys remember when we were replacing openers on the bean planter, and when I told you that we had been having some bearing trouble with them? And it wasn't so much the bearings going out, but it was that they were getting loose in the housing. Well, I think I have found one on this planter, because that is tight. But can you see the wobble? Yeah, and look. That's not good. That opener is bad. So we're gonna have to put a new set on here. I already took this shot today, didn't I? Mama's home, so I'm taking the boys home, and I'm gonna tell her that they're not allowed to watch their tablets anymore for the rest of the night because they've been on them all day. There goes Phil hauling another load of corn. That's what Phil does. I don't know how many that makes today, but every day he hauls 4, 5, 6 loads of corn. Came out here to check. Our heater's been running for about 2 hours. We are up to 48. It was like 38 or 39 when we started, right? 10 degrees in an hour, that's good. It's still chilly, but it feels warmer in here. You could work in here without a jacket on all day. Concrete below, it's almost warm. Cool. Let it run. I have no idea where I left off on this video. Anyway, we got a couple more row units washed. I've been using the air compressor to kind of blow stuff off. We'll let it dry. We'll let them sit overnight. We'll put them back together tomorrow. I am going to come over here with the power washer yet. I have not done that. We got these all back together. We got these all apart. I want to bring the power washer through and clean up all of these. All of this. And then, I don't know about tomorrow, but then it can all go back together after it dries out. We'll give them tonight to dry. Anyway, our planter is as clean as it's been since it was new. It's getting closer, so we just got to keep washing meters and put it back together. It's 6 o'clock. I'm going home. This was probably not a super exciting video. I apologize for that. It's not super exciting when I'm just working in the shop here, doing the same thing I've been doing for the last week. But we're almost done. So anyway, tomorrow. What is that noise? Wind? Anyway, tomorrow I've got somebody coming up. We're going to go do some sales stuff. So I'm going to wash a couple meters in the morning. I'm going to go do that. I'm going to wash some meters in the afternoon. and I don't know that I'm going to get a whole lot done otherwise. So what I'm telling you is there might not be a video tomorrow. We'll see. I will be around on Wednesday though, so we'll definitely make a video then, if not tomorrow. I know that Wade's coming up, my agronomist. We're going to go over some plot planning stuff. We'll talk about that. We're going to maybe get our seed treater fired up, work on some of that kind of stuff. He's bringing me some plot seed testing units, something. I don't know. We're gonna work on some seed business stuff. So planter's gonna keep moving here, but we're in the home stretch of at least the phase that we're doing now. I'm still waiting for a tank. I think I've got that figured out on what I'm getting, and it's coming. Just might take a week or two to get it. Then we've got some plumbing to do there. We are gonna pressure test all of our fertilizer systems and stuff, but I'm not gonna do that until it's warm outside, because if we do it when it's cold, we will freeze again and stuff will break, and we don't want that. So that's going to have to wait a little while, as well as, you know, testing everything, running all the row units. And this planter has some really cool features for testing and making sure that everything is working properly. So we'll use those, but we're just not to that point yet. But anyway, thanks for watching this one. Like and subscribe. Questions and comments, leave them down below. We'll see you guys later. Have a great night.